Oh yeah, let me open up Twitch so we can chat with our friends.
I got that out there. It's not quite what I had hoped it would be. I'll have to tweak it more. But
I won't know what you're talking about until I see it.
okay, stream titles are done. I really, again, appreciate Blizzard giving us a
Doing
gift,
stuff on Thursdays.
right?
Dude, it seems like that's what they do now. I'm okay with that. I am okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, the overlay looks good, dude.
Yeah, the way they have the image with the background with that kind of a line is kind of messed up. So
Yeah.
I'll have to tweak
Yeah,
a
what's
little
up
bit,
with that line? That's kind of weird.
isn't it?
I don't know. It kind of works out though. Yo, Rez. All right, dude. I
Okay,
thought I'd I thought I'd give Reds a heads up because
cool.
he's not on the 9 to 5 schedule, so he probably doesn't even know it's Thursday.
He's on the
Because during
whatever time it is right now schedule.
he's like the Espo summertime schedule where I have no idea what day it is, what time it is. I just know I don't have to go to work.
Okay, then I am good to go if you're good to go, and we can.
Yeah, yeah. I put all my stuff in the show notes, all two things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here we go. Welcome to Legend of the Innkeeper. I'm Vassidius,
And I am Espo.
and until not even 7 hours ago, we had very little to talk about. As usual,
Dude,
again.
I knew it was coming though. I
Yeah, right.
knew we were close. We had to be close. Yeah,
Um, Needless to say, there's a little bit of news to talk about today.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So before we even break into all that, we should probably just do a little catch up on where we're at, what we've been doing.
yeah. Okay.
I did play the Tavern Brawl last week. I remember you had set a pinnacle record for me to try and achieve a little bit better at 3 wins for last week.
Yeah. How'd you do?
I did beat you.
Nice. Yes.
4.
Nice. Good job, dude. Good job. Well, to my credit, and not to take the 4 wins away from you,
I
but
know,
I
I know.
did not make a deck.
You didn't know.
I had no idea. But 4 wins that's good, man, because that's the competitive side.
It was an incredibly cool deck that I was playing. It was a rogue shark deck,
Okay.
and
All right.
it was immensely powerful. And I could get the thing rolling and just own people, and got to the point where they're just like, I give up because there's nothing I can do. You have way much more stuff on the board with bigger numbers than anything I can imagine happening, type thing. However, the one thing that beat me every time when it beat me was the one turn kill decks. Priest, specifically. I'd be rolling and ready to take him out, and then one turn, boom, 40 points
What
of
was that?
damage.
Well, with Mind Blast or Inner Fire or Malagos.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mess. So it was good. It was fun to kind of actually have some power on the board, but at
Yeah.
times when that happened, I was like, oh, I'm like, okay, are you ready to give up? Ready to get? Oh, really? Are you serious? Like, no.
Yep. You got him on the ropes, and then he just comes at you with one punch and kills
Yeah,
you.
right.
Well, I'm glad you got to play it though, and got 4 wins. That's good stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wait a second. That's more wins than you've gotten all season
Oh,
in
speaking of
standard.
that, did you get your email?
I got my email. In fact, I have it pulled up right here. I'm
Yeah,
looking at it.
I got my email too.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Well, go through your stats. I want to hear.
Do you really want to
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
my
yeah.
stats?
Okay, wait. Just to preface this, the last time we had these, Vastidius had his stats were so. How do you say sparse that they said you played Hearthstone. Like I don't. What was one of your stats was like so? It said like 5 people in your region did something. It was really. It didn't even have anything to do with you.
It's worse.
Oh no. Okay. I'm excited.
Okay, your month in Hearthstone.
Okay.
Let's start out. Outstanding. You had a 4-win streak of 4 games in Tavern Brawl.
Okay.
I had a win streak of 4 games in Tavern Brawl.
Okay. And now this is the month of this is February.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I
that's
hit rank 20. The next stat is there were 17,032,087 Murlocs played in your region.
Nothing to do with you.
Third stat. That's one way to lift spirits. The most played spirit in your region was the Spirit of the Dead.
You probably never played a Spirit of the Dead.
And last stat is wait. Whose turn is it? Toki went back in time 850,952 times.
And you never played Toki. Oh my god, dude. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Your stat your month in Hearthstone. Wait, we're sorry, not your month, your region's month in Hearthstone, because you haven't played enough for us to have any stats.
Yes.
Oh, fastidious.
So, needless to say, if you want to get a really good email each month, you might want to play.
Anything else? Have you how much gold do you have?
I'd have to pull that up, and I closed it out so it wouldn't make noise. It's like 1150, somewhere in that range.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump over to my email, and then we'll get into my week. So my month in Hearthstone, not my region's month in Hearthstone. So my highest rank was 8. It says February rang in the lunar near with a bang. Celebrate your February achievements. Join us in the tavern. Year of the Dragon. Win streak. Astounding. You had a win streak of 8 games in ranked standard.
Pretty
Not
good.
too bad.
Yeah.
Win rate versus while playing Shaman, you beat Priest 91.7% of the time in ranked standard. So Priests, look out.
Right.
Total wins for the month of February. You won 56 games in ranked standard in February.
Cool.
Dude, tell me you got 5 and at least got your...
Oh, yeah. I did do that.
Okay. We did talk about that. All right. Okay.
You know, the least thing they could have done is said, you logged into Hearthstone 3 times that month. I mean, come on, right?
And then my last stat is World Traveler. You played against players from 19 different countries.
Cool.
Cool stuff. Yeah, congratulations, dude. You have the most obscure stats. Is that your goal now? Like to see
if I can even get worse?
Obscure your stats are. So the one stat had something to do with you playing, right?
Yes.
Because it was Tavern
4 Tavern Brawl.
Okay.
4
win streak.
Tavern Brawl wins in a row.
Yes. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay.
I should send this to Chris and say, I think your stats are broken.
Oh my goodness, Chris.
Do you think he'd appreciate that?
He would. No, yeah. All right, so I did manage to get, since we last spoke, I got another 500 gold, so I'm at 4,610 gold.
Cool.
I did manage to get a few Shaman wins, so I'm currently at 405 Shaman wins.
Very nice.
Less than 100 left, 95 left, and I got my golden Shaman. And I'm sitting at rank 14. I started the month at rank 12, dropped down to 14. Haven't really pushed yet. Been playing.
You know you're supposed to go the other way.
Yeah, been playing different Shaman decks. And,
but you can't go any lower.
That's right. Well, I can go to 15, but I can't go lower than 15.
Can you?
So, yeah, 15's the floor.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yep. So pretty stoked about that. Had a good week, but I've been so busy. Like tonight, I apologize for being late, but good news, my students rocked the county art show. So there was two categories that I had kids artwork in. One was kindergarten through second grade, and the other category was third grade through fifth grade. And they won both categories.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a kindergartner win the K2 category for the county, and I had a fourth grader win the third grade through fifth grade category.
But you're an art teacher. You're supposed to win these things. The class.
But I go up against other art teachers.
But you're the art teacher.
Oh, I'm the. Oh, yes, this is true.
Yes.
They do call me the Espo, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we had a lot of fun, and tomorrow night my kids will be there in front of their artwork, and I'll be taking lots of pictures and hugs and kisses and oh, it'll be awesome.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
I can't say enough about my kids. They are incredible. They are such good artists, and they're so passionate about their art. So it's good stuff.
That's great.
I'm glad they won because they deserve it.
Well, great. Good job.
So, yeah, but yep.
Yeah, we did participate once in an art show with Aaliyah, our squishy dragon.
And rightfully so. She's amazing.
And she did not do place and state, but having her artwork out there, get a picture next to it and all that, it was great. But she did actually participate in the National Duck Stamp Competition. And you're not familiar with that one? You might want to do this with your kids.
Okay.
It's the postal. It's done through the one of the Audubon Society type groups. What? The Wildlife Fund. And it's a National Duck Stamp Competition, and kids of all ages compete in their states with an art piece, and they draw a duck of some sort. They get to pick and all that stuff, and then if they win their state, then they move on to national. And then the one who wins it gets their, in a certain age category, which is up to high school, they get their stamp. They get on a stamp actually produced by the post office and issued as an official postage stamp that's available for purchase.
So in North Carolina, a duck
huge.
stamp has nothing to do with the mail.
Right. It's a different kind of duck stamp. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm thinking, wow, kids are drawing pictures of ducks to go on your duck stamp, and you're killing ducks. So you can buy a license in North Carolina, and then you can buy what they call a duck stamp, which goes with your license, which allows you to take waterfowl with your license.
Okay, I'll send you a link on it because it's something maybe you'd like to do with your kids. Because she did that 3 years in a row, and she did really well in that, but it was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll have
she actually was able to go to state 3 years in a row, I think, or 3 times she participated.
Yeah,
and you get to go down there and they show your artwork, and you have an opportunity to just get recognition, and it's kind of a cool event. And then you also gave her a bunch of magnets and cards and stuff with her artwork on it, a bag and stuff, and so it's kind of cool that they really encouraged them to draw. So it's really cool, a lot of fun. Okay, so back to real stuff. Yeah, anything else on your week? Good, we're gonna move on. So yes, today Blizzard announced the new expansion. It's called Rise of Shadows, and it launches April 9th. And as with that confirmation and announcement, they also released a patch today that went live with a bunch of different changes in the game. We've already talked about some of these things that were already told us ahead of time, but yeah, there's a lot of cool things happening with this new expansion. So first, the new expansion, like we said, is called Rise of Shadows. It's got a very cool video produced by Blizzard that has a good friend of ours in the video, Dave Cossack. And he does a fantastic job on this one. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, sometimes he can be a little goofy and a little strange and odd, but this one is actually he does really good on this one. And he introduces the Rise of Shadows expansion along with a bunch of details that are kind of getting us started here. So first of all, I do want to mention they did make live the option for you to pre-purchase packs for the expansion. And this time around, there are two options. They've done this before where they have the standard bundle and what they call the mega bundle. The standard bundle comes with the card back, 50 packs for the new expansion, and a random legendary card from this expansion. It's kind of typical. And then the mega bundle pack comes with the card back, 80 packs, a priest hero, which is the
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller, thank you, and a random golden legendary.
Madame Lazul?
Yes,
maybe?
that's right.
Yeah. But she's the fortune teller that's turning over the cards in all the videos.
Yes.
If you haven't seen those videos, there's 4 or 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. Like, they're really cool.
Yes, very cool.
Yeah, but golden legendary with the 80. Although no money for me this month. I'm not, or this expansion. Not going to do it. I was fooled last time and spent a little bit of my cash and got 0 legendaries. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to be exaggerating, and I'm going to say 0 because it's about like I got 0.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty.
And you're not far off.
Upset. Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite surprising.
You can get free packs by logging in. Investidius, please log in.
I will.
Get your free packs.
I will.
25th through April 2nd, you can log in and get 3 free card packs. And they are from Journey to Ungoro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, and Kobolds and Catacombs.
And from my understanding is you just have to log in once to get all 3.
Yes.
You don't have to log in 3 times.
Yeah, I apologize if I made
No,
like,
you didn't.
You know.
It's just the way they say it.
You should log in 3 times.
Probably should,
and
yes.
play at least a game each time you log in. Yeah.
Probably.
That way you at least get a couple stats instead of just learning about your region. Yeah.
Yeah, you logged in 3 days consecutively.
Oh my goodness, that'll be your stat. That should be your goal.
Right.
Just log in. Just log in and see if they make a stat of you logging
Hey,
in.
I've logged in tonight because after I talked to you on the phone, I was setting my phone down and it accidentally brushed the Hearthstone button and it launched.
Please tell me you at least set it to update on your phone and your iPad.
Oh, awesome. It automatically updates.
Yeah, I just set up mine because I don't have to do it automatically. But we got cool stuff coming down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got going on?
Also related to this transition period going from Year of the Raven to Year of the Dragon, there is a brawl coming out celebrating Year of the Mammoth, which was the previous year, that is going to be moving off into Wild, or basically retiring. So there's a brawl called Year of the Mammoth starting March 25th. It allows you to build decks only using the expansions from Year of the Mammoth, those that we've already mentioned specifically with the free packs. And then after that, there's going to be a Tavern Brawl that starts on April 1st that you can earn a Rise of Shadows pack with that brawl so that you can do that too. So 4 free packs for sure that you can get up at this point, along with whatever amount of coins that you have saved and put aside. Now, with all this, they actually launched a patch today. Part of the reason they do the launch of the patch today is because they have to put in all the assets and the pre-order and everything else for this updates that are coming.
Something's not right.
What?
So today's Pi Day, 3.14.
Yes.
The patch is 13.4. They got the numbers misheard. Right?
You're right, yes.
What are they doing? I'm so confused. I saw the patch number and I was like, wait, they got it backwards. That's not today.
Right.
Because it's the same 3 numbers, so it kind of messed
That's true.
me up. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, go on. I apologize.
Okay, so with one of the biggest things I think that's really probably the best part of this patch is the fact that they have optimized the app on devices so that it will be much less space intensive. However, it will be necessary to re-download the app again, or at least the app data. So you need to make sure you get the update running on it so they can actually go and suck all that down again. Make sure you do it on a non-cellular connection if you are using data. So if your data is limited. Otherwise, if you're unlimited, don't worry about it, like Espo and I. Right? Espo's like, go for it. But I usually try to make sure to do these types of updates when I'm at home, so that way I don't have to worry about it. They're also including we've talked a lot about we've talked a lot about these updates already last week. Reconnect improvements is a new thing they've added, which players trying to reconnect to matches should have a smoother experience.
Wow, I've had a rough time with that.
Did you?
My iPad. So on my iPad lately, and I never used to have this problem. If I lose my signal for some reason, like the school internet goes out, or my home internet just has a little bump, Hearthstone will freeze up and it won't even try to reconnect once I get internet again. I have to close Hearthstone and then open the app back up, and then it says you lost your ranked play. You know, I used to have that problem a while ago, but then they kind of fixed it, but now it's back again. I don't know what's going on, but I've lost I'd say probably a dozen matches in the past week like that.
Are you sure it was that and it wasn't you were doing like 4 things at the same time and you turned away?
No, I was actually trying. Dude, can't you tell lately I've been trying?
Yeah,
killing
I was
it,
playing.
Getting wins all over the place. Ever since that one episode when I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop doing 500 things at the same time while I'm playing Hearthstone and start getting a little serious. And not necessarily serious, but paying attention.
Right.
And yeah. So,
well, good for you.
Come on, you can tell.
Not on my watch, you can't. Meaning, I'm like, look at my stats. They don't tell me anything like that.
Yeah, well, if you're Rez watching me play, I've lost like every match that Rez has watched. We've ran our luck dry these past couple days.
Oh boy!
Every time he watches me play, I lose. So.
Okay, next up is excuse me. Rerolling legendary quests. That ability is now available. The random card back selector is now in. That's very cool. That's one thing I was looking forward to.
If you're wondering how this works, because the UI, easy to navigate, but if you're a newer kind of player or one that doesn't change your card back often, when you go into your card back selection, and of course you open up your UI, go to the top, and you'll see like a little card icon and a hero icon in your collection. Click on the card icon, and I think it's on the first page. There's actually a card back that has a question mark on it.
Yep.
And you make that your favorite, and then it randomizes it for you. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I'm glad they put this in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've amassed this collection of card backs. It's a great way to just kind of get through some card backs you haven't seen before in a long time. Yeah. So, although I wish you could see your card backs better as a single player.
Right? It's like, you don't get to see them often.
Yeah. Also, Golden Heroes now count as arena wins. However, keep in mind that it won't start until after the update installs. So if you've won before in arena, those don't count. Sorry. It's going forward from this point forward. Complete my deck improvements are in, except in Wild, and that's going to be coming up in a future update. However, that messes us up. We were going to do a little play with a randomizer type play ahead of time. That was all kind of crazy. But now we can't do that unless we do it in Wild. We can still do it in Wild. So, the trigger rules update. They are updating rules regarding how poisonous, lifesteal, and overkill keywords work in specific cases to make these cards behave in a more intuitive way. That's all the details they gave us on that so far, but that is an update that will be coming up. Not sure exactly what that means. And a whole bunch of bug fixes that fix a bunch of issues that I will not go into full detail. But if you want to, you can check out those patch notes that are in the client today. Cool. Okay, so now the new expansion. We have Rise of Shadows, 135 new cards, again launching April 9th. And they've done several different little things. I guess I had a hard time trying to come up with wording on this. The They don't have new card types, but they don't have new keywords. Well, they kind of do, but they have these new things called lackeys. And actually, let me talk first about the first card they give you. One that they gave us as talking about the lackeys.
And I would call this like a mechanic almost.
Right. Yeah, so there's one card they show us is an evil miscreant. He's a 3-mana 1/5 minion. He's a rogue card. It's a combo. Add 2 random lackeys to your hand. So this gives you an idea how this is going to work. You have cards that are going to summon or give you lackeys. So what lackeys are, they are essentially the evil-doing masterminds using these disposable underlings to do their bidding. They're generated by evil cards that add lackeys into your hands, and those cards are 1/1 minions that have a powerful punch when they hit the board. And they did say also that lackeys will be continued to be added in the next 2 expansions over time. So some of the lackey cards they have shown us so far is the Ethereal Lackey. He's a 1/1/1. Of course, these are all 1/1 minions. His battle cry is Discover a Spell. So when you play the Lackey, for example, going back here to the evil miscreant, he's going to, if you combo him, you'll add 2 random lackeys to your hand. So these,
which we mentioned that's a rogue card, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one is a Faceless Lackey. His battle cry is Summon a random 2-cost minion. Then we have Goblin Lackey. Battle cry, give a friendly minion +1 attack and rush. A Kobold Lackey, his battle cry is deal 2 damage.
I like that.
Yeah. And
that's stout.
A Witchy Lackey, a battle cry, transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 more.
Or like that, evolve shaman, getting another way to evolve.
Except
I think we might be losing some evolve stuff.
It's a neutral though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like evolve shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Could have another way to evolve your minions.
Except in this case so far, we don't have any way the shaman could do it because only rogue is able to summon these cards so far. Obviously, there will be more cards announced probably later on that will have this mechanic of summoning lackeys. So that's one thing we get to look forward to is lackeys. But the next type of card they have is called schemes, another mechanic idea. Schemes are powerful spells that become even more powerful the longer they stay in your hand. So the scheme they showed us was Hagatha's Scheme. It's a 5-mana shaman spell. Says deal 1 damage to all minions. Upgrades each turn.
Yeah, so the way this is going to upgrade is you have it in your... even though it costs 5 mana, you have it in your hand on turn 1. On turn 2, it's 5 mana to deal 2 damage to all minions. And then on turn 3, 5 mana to deal 3 damage to all minions. And it keeps growing. As the turns go on, the mana still stays at 5. So it could be super powerful later on in the late game if you have this in your hand from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It can be pretty powerful.
It's the downside of, man, do I, mulligan this away and hope I draw it in it a little bit earlier or, earlier than later, but,
right.
it's...
But it also, keep in mind, it's all minions on this card.
Yeah. So this is gonna hit your minions too. So
beware.
I like this. It'll be cool to see these scheme cards.
Sure.
We had the project cards last expansion, and they were kind of cool. The project cards gave your opponent the same benefits it gave you. Like each, you and your opponent gain 2 mana crystals. You and your opponent draw 2 cards. And not everyone got project cards. So it'll be neat to see who all gets these scheme cards. Right now we see the shaman getting Hagatha's Scheme. So it'll be kind of interesting. Dude, I love this time, man, because it's so many cool cards.
Well, the next type of conversation they had was that there are some familiar mechanics that may return from villains of former expansions. And the card they revealed to discuss this specifically is Forbidden Words. 0 mana priest spell says spend all your mana, destroy a minion with that much attack or less. Very cool.
This is interesting. Yeah, yeah. We saw this with Paladin a while back with healing. Spend all your mana and heal that much, or heal double that much.
Mhm.
I think it was double. And then the mage had one that deal that much damage to a minion. So pretty cool.
Okay. And also they mentioned, again, this whole idea is these 5 evil masterminds are getting together to basically attack Dalaran. And as a result of that, you are going to see some familiar characters from Dalaran that will get involved in cards of some sort. And one of those is the Spellword Jeweler. A 3 mana, 3/4 minion, battlecry, your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers until your next turn. So we've seen something very similar to this before. This is just one of those ways to kind of give yourself an extra turn before you die.
This is pretty interesting. So you could be you could be getting burned down from a mage and have 2 of these in your hand and play them back to back, and hope that mage doesn't burn you down before you can heal up. Or this is pretty cool.
Now you can still hit them with area effect type spells, but not targeted ones. If they do hit
There's
minions.
not a lot of area effect that hits the
minion.
Hits
I
the
know
hero,
hero, right? Yeah, not very many, but maybe there will be.
I mean, Malagos helps that a little bit because the ones that do hit the hero aren't as powerful. But this is pretty cool. I like this.
Now, one other card that they talked about was a good friend of ours from World of Warcraft, Chef Nomi.
Finally, know where he's from? The kitchen in Dalaran.
That's right. He's a 7 mana 6/6 legendary minion. His battle cry is if your deck is empty, summon 6/6 Greasefire Elementals.
Greasefire Elemental. I love it. Yeah, we haven't seen those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is neat. Nomi's pretty cool.
Man,
I like it.
What a move! I mean, you see the video you
Yeah.
watch the video, you see this in action, and it's pretty cool. What happens?
Board full of 6/6s because Nomi's a 6/6 also.
Yes, very nice card.
Yeah, he's fun.
And there is a new keyword. The new keyword is called Twin Spell. We kind of alluded to this a couple weeks back when it was kind of dug up out of some of the documents and stuff that were included in patches. But Twin Spell is essentially, the way this works is when you cast a spell, one of these spells, they will create a copy of themselves in your hand to be used whenever you want. You can use the same turn, you can use it later. It's up to you, but it stays in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So the one they showed... Go ahead.
Unlike the Echo cards, Echo would disappear at the end of your turn. This stays in your hand.
Correct, yes. So the one they showed was the Forest Aid, which is a 8 mana druid spell. Has Twin Spell, summon 5/2/2 treants.
Yeah, and then of course the second copy of it doesn't say Twin Spell on it. So it's just the copy.
I thought about this with playing this card specifically. It's like, okay, so you fill your board with two treants, 5 of them, and your opponent finds some way to clear the board, and then you get to throw another batch of them around out the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a mess.
Mm-hmm. Complete mess.
So we're definitely going to see more cards that are Twin Spell cards here shortly. And to wrap things up, they did reveal 2 other very cool legendary cards. One of them is a dragon, Kalikos. He's a 10 mana 4/12 dragon. And this is a really cool card. The first spell, it's a mage card, by the way. Your first spell each turn costs 0. Battlecry, discover a spell. So it gives you a spell right off the bat that you can use that costs 0.
Yeah, if you haven't cast a spell before Kaligos, which he's 10 mana, so you're probably not going to. This guy.
This is crazy. Very cool card.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
And then every spell each turn, the first one, man, it's just gonna be, whew.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna want to get rid of this guy if it ever hits the board really quickly if your opponent plays it. Okay, and this one blew my mind when I saw this one. Arch-Villain Rafam, which is one of the 5 villains that are in the videos. This is a 7 mana, 7/8 legendary minion. He has Taunt, Battle Cry, replace your hand and deck with legendary minions. That's crazy down.
Wait, I'm trying to think. There's a few cards that have this mechanic. We've got the Paladin one that changes all minions in your deck, all 1 mana minions or 1 mana cards, I think, to legendaries. Then we have, it was not from Blackrock Mountain, but it was the one that changed all minions, or actually all cards in your deck. It was the Golden Monkey. Right?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I think
but that one took multiple turns to really pull that off.
Yes, you had to find the map to the Golden Monkey, then you had to pull the Golden Monkey, play the Golden Monkey, and then you did it. This guy just does it right away.
Right, exactly. So if you can call this out, and it's a Warlock card, I should mention. So this is the Warlock legendary. Oh, yeah.
This is definitely a fun guaranteed card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody complains about random. This is definitely going to be one of your anti-random cards because you're getting a lot of random legendary minions.
Yeah, cool stuff.
So yeah, that's all of the cards that they've revealed up to this point, and
we're gonna see them a lot. I'm interested to see the calendar. You know how they always release the calendar.
True. Yep.
That comes out saying who's gonna talk about what card and everything. It'll be neat.
So April 9th. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4-ish weeks left of this.
Dude, I'll be up around probably almost $7,000 in gold. So I'll be able to get 70 packs. That'll be decent.
Oh yeah, that's a good hand.
I mean, I'd like to get 100, but you know, we'll be getting some free ones too, I'm sure.
And the final thing with this is a new rotation. It will be in the arena with this expansion. In the packs, the expansions you can choose from for arena card selections is Basic, Classic, Naxxramas, Whispers of the Old Gods, Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, the Witchwood, and of course Rise of Shadows. And that will rotate out again next season. Not season. Will they do this by season, or is they doing it by year? By the year. I don't know. I don't remember. Will they rotate these out again with the next expansion, or will they rotate this out next year?
I thought it was next year.
Okay, I thought so too, vaguely. So
I could be wrong. I need to play more arena. I need to get in there. Rez and I were actually talking about it, helping each other out and doing some arena runs. But whether that happens or not, I don't know. Everybody's so busy.
Yeah, right. Well, that does it. That's all there is so far. I mean, but it's a huge piece.
Oh, it'll be crazy.
So get out there, get your wins, play some games, get your quests done, so that you can save that gold, so that you can play and get packs for free. Because that's a great way to just soak it up.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything further other than I wanted to mention just thanks again to our Patreon supporters, Deadpool and Chris Fanigan. I am pulling up the game real quick here just to see how much gold I do have. So apologize if there's sound here in a moment. But the video, by the way, is really cool. I like the expressions on all the heroes when Rafan starts talking.
Yeah.
That was really cool. The art's really amazing. I mean, they really do go out of their way with the artwork, and I'm always impressed with their artist talent.
And yeah, gosh. I like the villain. I think that was a good idea and a cool way to go with this. I like it.
And Hearthstone is not loading.
Uh,
So, okay, well, I will not worry about that, and we'll just deal with it. So, until then, I think that's about it for us. We'll have a lot more next week. I'm sure there'll be more cards revealed, more things to talk about, and this is always a fun time of year or time of the season to start cranking up the new cards and checking them all out. So, look forward to doing that with you guys. Until next week, then, we will chat with you later.
Good job, team.
That was shorter than I thought it would have been.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we got some information, just not a lot of crazy information. So, and not a lot of discussion. I mean, we just, yeah.
Hearthstone is not responding. Close. I mean, it updated. It had a chance to update. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, so much cool stuff. I'm looking at everybody talking about the expansion.
Okay, I have 1,365 gold.
Okay, so you got a little more than you thought.
All your cards have their cost reduced by 1 at the end of your turn. Yeah, we didn't talk about the Tavern Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
I was so distracted by the other. Oh, well.
I know, right?
Okay, then. Well, I think you're going to bed, right?
Yeah, I am shutting her down.
Okay.
All right, brother. Well, good night.
Well, thanks, guys, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, definitely. I will. I'll catch up with you later, Best.
That's cool.